Let's meet the icons of British morning television, Richard Madeley and Judy Finnegan. For over a decade, they were the heart of This Morning, greeting millions from their cozy sofa. Richard brought energy and curiosity, sometimes asking the questions no one else would dare. Judy balanced him out with warmth and calm, the steady anchor to his enthusiasm. Their real-life marriage made their on-screen chemistry irresistible. Viewers felt like they were part of the family, not just watching presenters. This Morning was a blend of celebrity interviews, real-life stories, cooking, and news. Richard and Judy made it all feel effortless and genuine. They weren't just reading scripts. They were having real conversations, sharing their lives. For 13 years, they set the standard for what a morning show could be. Their authenticity and connection made them unforgettable. Even now, when people think of This Morning, they think of Richard and Judy. They created a space where viewers felt comfortable, entertained, and included. Their dedication and energy kept the show fresh every single day. They weren't just TV hosts, they were a part of people's mornings. That's a rare kind of magic. They made British mornings brighter. Their legacy? A blueprint for genuine, heartfelt television. Richard and Judy weren't just presenters, they were friends to millions, and that's why their names are still spoken with such affection. They made TV feel like home, the king and queen of daytime indeed. So, how did Richard and Judy become TV royalty? They met as journalists at Granada Television in the 1980s and fell in love. When This Morning was created, producers took a risk, putting a real married couple on air. That risk paid off instantly. Their chemistry was natural, not manufactured. They brought their real partnership to the screen, making the show feel authentic. Viewers saw genuine affection, playful banter, and real conversations. Broadcasting from Liverpool's Albert Dock, the show felt fresh and connected to the whole country. The city became part of the show's identity, grounding it in reality. From day one, Richard and Judy were relaxed, professional, and relatable. They could switch from serious interviews to lighthearted stories with ease. Their authenticity broke the mold of stiff scripted TV. They built a community, not just an audience. The show's unique location and their chemistry made it stand out. They made viewers feel like they were part of something special. Every morning felt like a chat with friends. That's how a TV couple was born, and why their bond with viewers only grew. They didn't just host a show, they created a movement. Richard and Judy redefined what daytime TV could be, and the nation loved them for it. What set Richard and Judy apart? Honesty. They weren't afraid to be themselves, bickering, laughing, and sharing real moments. Their dynamic was relatable, reflecting the ups and downs of any couple. Interviews felt like conversations, not performances. They made guests comfortable, asked real questions, and listened. Their relaxed style broke down barriers between celebrities and viewers. They shared personal stories about family, holidays, even Judy's pregnancy. This vulnerability made them endearing and trustworthy. They tackled tough topics, from health issues to taboos, with sensitivity. Their willingness to be real changed the landscape of daytime TV. They weren't just presenters, they were people you could trust. Their openness built a powerful connection with viewers. They made television feel human. That authenticity became their trademark, and it's why they're still remembered so fondly. Richard and Judy's show was packed with unforgettable moments. Who could forget Richard's hilarious Ali G impression, interviewing Sacha Baron Cohen live? The show's floating garden on Albert Dock became a seasonal highlight. Cooking segments brought chaos and laughter, with Richard and Judy always in the thick of it. The weather? Delivered on a giant floating map, with Fred Talbot leaping across the British Isles. These creative touches made the show unique and fun. But it wasn't all laughs. There were powerful, emotional interviews too. Richard and Judy listened with empathy, drawing out incredible stories. They balanced lighthearted fun with real substance. The show took viewers on an emotional journey every morning. It was unpredictable, heartfelt, and always engaging. Their ability to mix humor, creativity, and compassion was unmatched. These moments became part of TV history. They made every morning memorable. That's why their legacy endures. Richard and Judy made live TV magic. Live TV isn't perfect, and that's what made Richard and Judy so relatable. When things went wrong, they laughed it off and carried on. Judy's infamous wardrobe malfunction at the National Television Awards, they addressed it with humor and grace. Richard's quirky questions sometimes drew criticism, but he never changed who he was. They faced public scrutiny as a couple, but managed to keep their relationship strong and private. Their ability to improvise kept the show moving, no matter what happened. They turned mishaps into classic moments. Richard's directness made interviews memorable, even headline making. They balanced openness with boundaries, sharing just enough to connect. The pressure was immense, but they handled it with poise. Their authenticity shone through, even in tough moments. They showed that imperfection is part of life, and TV. That's why viewers loved them even more. They walked the tightrope of live TV for 13 years, and they made it look easy. Why do Richard and Judy still matter? Because they changed TV forever. They proved that honesty and warmth are the keys to great television. Their influence is everywhere. Conversational hosts, shows that mix fun and serious topics. They built a powerful bond with viewers, making everyone feel included. Their Richard and Judy book club turned millions into readers, creating a lasting literary legacy. Even after leaving This Morning, their impact never faded. They showed a married couple could be a professional powerhouse. They brought laughter, intelligence, and heart to our screens. They weren't just presenters, they were friends to millions. Their authenticity was a breath of fresh air in a polished world. They reminded us it's okay to be imperfect. The real unscripted moments are what we remember most. Richard and Judy were more than TV hosts. They were part of our lives. That's why we'll always love them. Fantastic.